Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am going to do a mask. So the mask I'm going to use is one of my faves. This is the L'Oreal Paris Pure Clay Detox Mask. It's brilliant. Now, I have just used the last of my trusty Smooth Sugars Clear Scrub. This is the one that purifies and lifts blackheads. It's the kiwi one. Oh, love it. And it's a great combo with this. So I've got another one of these because it's brilliant. So I've just used that. And obviously there's still some residue of my eyeliner and things because I used that Emma Hardy cleansing balm. I don't like it. I don't like it and I don't like the smell of it, but it's only a sample. So anyway, this one detoxifies and clarifies. So I'm going to put it on with this brush onto my face. I ain't going to bother with a timer because with this one, oh, it smells so good. With this one, it dries in and then you know it's ready. So I'm going to slap it on my face and it's going to be cold, isn't it? And I like a good amount of it. Let me just pull this over, use it as a mirror as well. I like a good amount of it around my nose and stuff because that is where the blackheads and the pores are. I haven't used this in such a long time. I've had such a really nice day today. It's Sunday the 12th of May. Obviously you won't see this until it's like Face Mask Friday. And I got up at the back of 11. I was awake, but I kept waking like early doors and I'm like, sack that, I ain't getting up. So I just lay in my bed, relaxing, chatting to my friend Fiona for a bit on Facebook Messenger, and then I thought, right, I'll get up and we'll see what the day brings. So I went for a walk, filmed a vlog, because I've had a few people asking me to do a vlog of where I stay, so I did that. I came back, I sat in the garden, just in the sun for a bit, till the sun shifted and it got cold, and then, yeah. And currently, right now, as I speak, on this day, I am at 992 subscribers. Yay! So thank you so much. Possibly, who knows, might hit the 1,000 subscriber target by the end of Sunday or even Monday would be great. But even if I do, I won't pick my winner straight away because sometimes as soon as you say, oh, I've got 1,000 subscribers or however many, it goes back down again because I've had that happen before. So yes, even when I do hit 1,000 subscriber, I will not do the giveaway straight away. I'll maybe leave it a day or two just to see if it sticks at what it's at. I don't mind getting this in my hair because I'm going to wash my hair in the shower afterwards. But yes. So yeah, that's really encouraging as well. I've been chatting away with, I can't use my left hand, with my best friend Emily as well, and she always cheers me up. I just wish we didn't live so far away. Well, I live so far away to bloody everybody. But I mean, yeah. But so it's been nice. And then I've caught up with some Station 19, which is a great programme. It's about firefighters, but it's connected on with Grey's Anatomy. So if you're a fan of Grey's Anatomy, it's really good. Oh, I love this mask so much. Another great dupe of this mask, and it's actually really good in its own right, is the Lacura one from Aldi. It's brilliant, and I got a pot of that. Well, actually my boyfriend picked me up a pot of it because obviously he stays in Dundee, so he can get to Aldi more than I can. I think our nearest Aldi, I think there's an Aldi in Fort William, but still that's like not just round the corner, you know. So he got me a pot of it originally, and again, like this one, you know, it's getting quite low. This is my second pot of this. The first pot I got of this was in my very first box swap with Lauren Hodgson, and she got me it and I loved it so much I picked up another one. And I'll probably pick up another one again, even though I've got other masks. But going back to the sort of dupe one from Aldi, I was like, Bruce, please, if you can find it, can you get me it? So he did. And then for Christmas there, he picked me up another pot, but it's not the one that's like this colour. It's an exfoliating one, and it's grey. I actually haven't used it yet. I've got so many masks, it's just like, what? But I was away for a month there in March, and I've only been back a few weeks. And when he came back at Easter, he was just like, I got you a little something. And I was like, you've already got me an Easter egg. And then he produced another tub of that mask because it's so popular, it just flies out of Aldi. So I've got another pot of that as well. So that was a long-winded, useless story. Basically what I'm trying to say is, if you can't get this one, the Aldi one is a good dupe. And if you can't get the Aldi one, get this one. That's basically what I'm saying. But yeah, these scrubs... Oh, that's just my brush. Just don't want it all over my carpet. These scrubs are really good. I've only tried the kiwi one though, but so good. So good. It really, I notice a difference between using this and this mask. It's great. Basically what you do with the scrub is you put it onto a dry face, and then you're supposed to wet your hands and put a bit of water and rub it in, and it heats up a little bit, and then just wash it off, and it just gives a good base for your skin and other good stuff. So yes. But it lasts ages because a little goes a long way, and you don't have to use it all the time. Plus, if you're like me and you've got other exfoliants and scrubs, you're obviously not going to use the same one all the time. Maybe you do use the same one all the time, I don't know. But I go between, like, I've got this, and I've got, well, I could do a skincare collection video if you like. You know, I could do the separate things like moisturisers, serums, that sort of thing. Believe it or not, I actually don't have as much skincare. When I look at it, I'm like, this is excessive. But if I was to categorise it, like serums, moisturisers, eye creams, you know, that sort of thing, there's actually not that many. But in some ways you're like, how many eye creams does one girl actually need, and how many moisturisers? So what I've decided to do, and the great thing about discovering Project Panning, is to swap items in and out. So some of my items in my Project Pan are hitting near being empty. So what I'm going to do is I look at the moisturisers and serums and different stuff I've got, and try and use what I've had the longest first. So I don't want anybody to think, likes of Jill, for example, at Drop Dead Fred, we did a box swap, and she got me some soaking products. But I don't want her to think that I'm not going to use them. I am. It's just what I want to do first is like maybe use a cleanser or moisturiser that I've maybe had that bit longer, because I should use that first. So that's the kind of way I'm going to use it. The same with body lotions and stuff as well. I know most things, even though they have a shelf life, like this says 12 months, I'm sure it would last longer than 12 months, you know what I mean? But for me, I'm just trying to do the rotation. Like, I'm so bad myself for being like, oh, I've had this foundation for such and such a time with a mascara, and then I'll open or use a new one. And I think Julie just used that because you don't want to be wasting it. So, yes. I think I got a little bit of colour today. So that's good. Oh, my poor little arm. But yeah, I think I've got a bit of colour on my chest. I don't know what that is all about. My hair is an absolute riot. Look at it. I cannot wait until the 3rd of June until Katie does my hair, because it is so badly needing it. So bad. I mean, look, all the wee red bits, and oh, I just think it looks gross. So, yes. But yeah, it's been a really lovely weather. I think it was on and off raining Friday, if I remember. Yesterday it was okay. I did go to sit out yesterday though, and it started spitting with rain, and I was like, bloody typical. So I came back in. But there was this big fuck off wasp that was like too close for comfort when I was out there earlier, and I was like, nah, I am out of here. I hate wasps. I hate them. Touch wood, I'm 35, I've never been stung, and the closest I've had one sitting in my hand, and I was literally like, oh my god. And I hate them. I just hate them so much. The things I hate about summer, really, are wasps and the midges. I don't know if Scotland, like up north Scotland, is the only place that gets midges, but the midges are a ball ache. For a tiny little thing, they are a nightmare. And then the wasps, they just never leave you alone. They're always pestering you. I remember, God, it must have been a good couple of years ago, not too sure. But my friend Emily came up from York, and myself, Emily, and Kirsty, who used to be my neighbour, and she works at the same place as me. We were all sitting out, you know, like a nice day. It was August, like we'd been out for lunch, blah, 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 and then we're sat out trying to have a few ciders. And I'm not kidding, see the amount of wasps that were just hassling us. It was just like, what's your problem? Go and find some pollen and give us peace. Like, why do they have to be so irritating? All about the bees, not about the wasps. Game of Thrones is back. Is it? I don't know if it's on telly actually on Sunday nights, but I don't watch it until Monday usually, so I'll watch that tomorrow at some point. And Killing Eve, the second series, I watched that. It's on BBC America, and again I can watch that on the Monday. No Line of Duty tonight, absolutely gutted. Line of Duty, oh, it was the highlight of a Sunday, it really was. But hey ho, hopefully the 6th series will be out soon enough. Book-wise, I am reading a book called, is it Unnatural Causes? Or something like that. I haven't got my Kindle through here. It's by Dr. Richard Shepherd, and it's basically him talking about his memoirs of, he's a forensic psychologist, works on the bodies, forensic sign, aye. So at the moment, I've only just kind of started it. So the Hungerford massacre, the guy that went round and basically shot and killed quite a few people in the Hungerford area, which I believe is somewhere in England. I'd actually never heard of it till I started reading the book. So I'm reading that, so I can't really tell you too much on if it's good or not, but that's what I'm at the minute. TV programmes, have I watched anything new? I don't think I've found anything new. iZombie's back. It's the last ever season of iZombie. iZombie is brilliant. It's on Netflix, and it's about this girl who was a up-and-coming doctor, and she was a bit of a square, didn't really go out, let herself go or anything, and then her fiance was like, come on, let yourself go out. So she went to this boat party, and she gets bitten by a zombie, and then she wakes up on the shore, and she thinks she's dead. She's like, what's happening? And she wakes up and she's got this really white stripe in her hair, and she's all like, oh. And anyway, long story short, she discovers that she's dead, but she's not dead. She's the undead, if you get what I mean, zombified. And basically she has to eat brains to survive. But when she eats brains of anybody, she gets visions, or she kind of turns into the person. So say, for example, she ate my brain, she would turn into me and whatever's going on in my brain. Like, so she ends up working for the mortuary, and Ravi, one of my favourite characters, he is a post-mortem person. So shit, Julie, so shit. Anyway, he works in the morgue, and he does the post-mortems and stuff on the bodies, and basically he knows that she's a zombie, but a lot of other people at the start don't know. So she helps to work alongside the police and solve cases. So what she does is she eats the brains of all of the people that come in, and then she goes into their characters. So say they're neurotic, she becomes neurotic. If they're a nymphomaniac, she takes on their persona, but then suddenly she'll have visions, and she helps solve the cases. So it's a bit of lightheartedness, but yeah, I really like it. But I'm gutted again that that's the last series. Still watching RuPaul's Drag Race, love it. Still champion Brooklyn and want her to win. If she doesn't win, I don't really know. I don't want to give any spoilers, but I feel that on Friday night there, the wrong person went in the lip sync battle at the end of it. Still got episodes of Queer Eye to watch. That's another really good programme. There are 5 gay guys. Basically, friends and family nominate someone for like maybe a complete overhaul makeover, and they go in and they restyle them and redecorate their home, and it's just really nice programme. So yeah, this is starting to dry, as you can see. Now this is what I like about it. Obviously the darker patches, but even there, they're dry, yeah. And I'm getting tight, so... But like, see how you can see it there? Like it's going into my pores a little bit. Now, honest to God, all of this would be really showing. So I think and hope and pray... Sorry, I keep moving. You know what I mean? Pins and needles. Hopefully that means then that the salicylic acid from Paula's Choice that I got is helping to reduce the blackheads and the pores. And you never know, maybe even the pore vacuum is actually doing something. It might not be sucking out the gunk from my blackheads, which is what I hoped it would do, but maybe it is actually doing something. So this is ready to be washed off. So I'll take you to the bathroom with me to wash it off. I was just going to wash it off in the shower, but you'll want to see the results at the end, won't you? So again, let's go. My neighbour, so this will be the time where someone will walk by and be like, knew that Julie was a maniac. Right, let's go to the bathroom. Just have to rearrange. Oh, look what I have. Sand and fog candle. And this is an empty one. And then I've kept my little bits in it. So Laura Bollum, if you're watching, because I've got her into sand and fog candles now. That's what to do with it. Okay. Let's get the water running. Takes a bit of time to come off too. It's like my t-shirt I've got on. I love it. Got it from Primark. I also wish I could get to Primark more often, but I suppose my bank balance is like, I'm glad you can't. Though there was talk of it going to be online or trialling it online, so I hope they do, because I think that'll be great. Because it's just good for us that can't get it very often. I don't think there's a Primark in Fort William. There is one in Inverness, but that's 2.5 hours away, you know what I mean? From Skye. So already I think my skin's looking lovely from the bits that I have removed. I like to leave the bits on my nose maybe the longest, just because that is where the blackheads are. Wah, wah, wah. There's one time I had this mask on, right, and my dad shouted on me, like, Julie! And I was like, oh, what's the drama this time, you know? He's like, come here, hurry up, hurry up. And I was like, what? And it was just getting tight, so my face was like that. And he was like, he was on, I put WhatsApp on his phone for him because his pals were going on about it. And he was like, somebody's phoned me. I was like, okay. He was like, they're up on the screen, I don't know how to get it off. So I had to go onto the screen and there's this guy and I'm like, I was like, hi, Stu's daughter here, just gonna... The guy nearly had a heart attack. I was like, seriously, Dad? I was like, all you do? And then I had to quickly do it. And then Dad spoke to him like normally. And then he was like, oh yeah, that's my daughter. He was like, she's got one of them stupid masks that these women put on and they think it makes them look... I don't know what they think. He was like, but you know, her face is all tight, she can't move. I was just like laughing away, like, oh my goodness. So yes. I was trying to get him to try it once. He's like, I'm not putting that in my face. He's like, the state of you when you've got it on. I was like, Dad, my skin feels the bomb.com after I've had this on. And he was like, well, I'm in my 70s. I don't need to feel the bomb.com. I was like, everybody wants to feel the bomb.com, Dad. Make sure you get it out of the under parts of your nose too. Come on, less stubborn a little bit there. Oh, it looks like I'm picking my nose, but I'm not. Okay, let me just dry off my face. Or dab it even, because I'm going to go and shower. This is the finished results. Now, for some reason, I've got this redness back around my nose. I noticed that this morning. But I think my skin just looks amazing after it. It feels amazing after it. The pores. I love it. So guys, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell button, and you can still enter my 1,000 subscriber giveaway because we're not quite there yet. But as I say, right at this minute, I'm using my phone, so I don't know if I've got any more subscribers, but I'm at 992. So thank you so much to everybody, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye!